Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. And today we got a slight little thing we're seeing here. It seems like Nissan is coming out with another Nissan Z, a prototype. Guys, you already know what to do. Let's hit that intro. Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you. Welcome everybody back. Welcome everybody back to the channel. First thing, if you're a Boost in Motion subscriber, I appreciate and I'm thankful for you guys always watching the video. But guys, if you are a subscriber, please hit that like button. Much appreciative. Thank you. And if you are a viewer of this channel, but you haven't subscribed, guys, watch this video. And you've been banging with your boy Boost for quite a long time. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the subscribe button with the bell notification so you don't miss any updates. Anyways, guys, let's go. Let's jump into it. So this thing has been popping up on the web. This Nissan Z is a prototype. Shout out to this Nissan Z group. This is Nissan Z Club. Shout out to Because Musica America and a couple other people who posted videos here, right? And what we can see here is this. Looks like a regular Nissan Z, right? But they have a special camouflage cover for the front bumper and a couple other things that look a little differently on this on this car, right? Look at the front bumper. Usually they put tape to cover certain areas. This is just their way of camouflaging the car. I don't understand this because if you cover it this way, I guess you don't want it to get damaged. But also on top of that, it doesn't have the proper amount of cooling. Nonetheless, this is the way that they camouflage these things, right? And the first thing that came up to me, first thing, shout out to Zilla Boost. I think he was the first one to bring this to my attention a couple days ago. And I said, let me make a video about it. Looking at these calipers, do these look like the stock Ekabono calipers? They do. They look like a raw version, right? But they don't look like the standard Ekabonos. They're not painted. They look like the raw version without powder coat. Cool. But then honestly, they look like different calipers. But nonetheless, to my eye, you can't really get too much from the photos, right? So then in the same thread, right, people said, hey, this front bumper looks very familiar. So, of course, you scroll down, right? And boom, the Fair Lady Z. This is a prototype version from overseas. Of whatever bumper, whatever they designed, it looks very similar to this bumper. Just take a look, right? Even though this is an actual real front bumper, the Fair Lady Z, and they took these photos. Now take a look at the front bumper and then take a look again. Doesn't it look very familiar? So this got people thinking, what if Nissan, this is America too, what if Nissan's thinking about bringing this bumper up to the US and designing it a little bit better? I believe someone in this thread also did a slight comparison. This is a small comparison. Front bumper, square, square. But even then, the front bumper, the bottom black part goes all the way across to the full edge. This one doesn't. This has a very shorter, much shorter version. It doesn't look like it go all the way across. But I mean, when you tape certain things, you don't want to give it away. So honestly, with this little indentation right here, this could be the part that's unpainted. So we'll never know, but this is part of the camouflage. Now, nonetheless, what do I think, right? I think I remember seeing a couple other photos here. Let's see if I can quickly find it. What I'm also sitting here thinking is what I'm thinking is what they're doing with this prototype from bumper is this. I think they are coming out with a Fair Lady Z. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, if they can come out with a Fair Lady Z type, where in the past has Nissan developed a Fair Lady Z? So, think about the Nissan 350Z. They actually came out with this was the Nissan Fair Lady Z was actually a Japanese version, overseas. Pretty much, it's called the Nissan Fair Lady Z, the CBA Z33. Pretty much, it has certain packages and It was designed mostly for the Japanese side. So do I actually believe that this is truthful? Yes. They want to get, once again, they want to go back with the heritage. They want to follow, they don't want to reinvent the wheel. Some people saying that this is a Nissan Nismo. It could be, but knowing that the Nissan Fairlady Z existed, or even better yet, I'm thinking that this could be just this is me boosting motion talking. Remember they made the 350Z track edition? Maybe it's a track edition front bumper they're designing. Maybe they don't want to keep. Maybe they wanted to go with a more appealing front bumper. At the end of the day, well, this is all big question marks, right? But we do know what we do know is Nissan is testing out this front bumper. It doesn't look like it has better aero though, because if it had better aero, they wouldn't. It wouldn't be two piece. At least I don't think so. I don't think it would be. Maybe it's more aerodynamic, but I don't think it'll be as efficient as a one big square grill that already comes on the current Nissan Z that's coming out. So nonetheless, it has me sitting there thinking, this looks nice. I get it. It does look like a way more appealing front bumper. Maybe they're just designing a new front bumper, but why would they change the front bumper after just 1 year of production? Just so it could still be in a sport or regular regular edition. I don't see that being so seeing that being the case here. So nonetheless, I honestly, guys, I want you to tell me what you think. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Even in this quick video, this was the same car, and look at the front bumper, right? You know, a couple people caught a couple of shots, and look at it. You have both cars next to each other. That's the other one and this one. This one has it separated. This one looks like the other older one. They're testing out this front bumper for something. My consensus is this. I think they're either gonna probably make a Fairlady Z or it's just a USD version, whatever. But even then, what would be the benefit of making a Fairlady Z? So I don't see them doing that over here. I think they're gonna make a Nissan Z Track Edition. I think the Track Edition may just have this different front bumper. We might be having this all wrong. They might have designed a camouflage so it has an upper and lower grill, and it may not have that at all. We may be completely wrong, you know. But I think it may be just a track edition. I don't, as people have been saying, shout out to Zeno Motorsports and other people in the performance. They said a year later they're gonna make the Nismo Z, and I just don't see them throwing a Nissan Nismo that fast. Like the Z is not even out yet, and they're already testing the Nismo. I just don't see that, in my opinion. But then also on top of that, remember that video from when they were on the racetrack and that Nissan Z was blowing down the track and it had different wheels, a little spoiler and everything. That one had the regular bumper on it, but that one with people were saying that's with Nismo. Nismo was working on that, so that's why people think it's a Nismo. So I don't know. Maybe they are making a Nismo Z just with this slightly different front bumper. It's all just hypothetical. We don't know until it's confirmed. But honestly, I'm gonna just go on a limb. I think it may just be a track edition. Maybe it's something more of a track edition, and then they'll work their way up to a Nismo Z. Maybe the car may have 420, 430 horsepower, better, stickier tires, better weight wheels, maybe better. Usually they have better spring rates that come from stock, and maybe some carbon bits on the car. Usually, you guys will buy this. This upcharges the car so they can make more money. So it's a very simple thing for them to do. But in my honest opinion, that's what I think it is. I think it's probably a track edition, and just more towards that direction. I just don't see them throwing a Nismo out as a 2024 model already, just so fast. They don't even know what the car's really doing yet before they start really throwing it. But then, yeah, the motor's been out forever. I get it, but I still don't see a Nissan Nismo 2024. So you guys can hold me to my word. But outside that, guys, don't beat me up. I'm just sitting here thinking, just politicking with you guys. So you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for always banging with your boy Boost. You already know what to do. Hopefully hit the like button, subscribe button with the bell notification. Otherwise than that, guys, you have a good day. I appreciate you. You already know what to do. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost in Motion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you. And for my people who always watch the end of the video, because none of you guys ever do that, right? This is a little surprise. So also have this photo, right? And even in this photo, you can actually get a better profile of how this front bumper is going to look. And from what it looks like they're going to somehow have an upper and lower. Honestly, again, the car might be a Nismo. It may not be. They have different mics and certain things in here reviewing the car. So we don't know what they're actually going to do. But once again, I think it's a track edition. So outside of that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you for always making it to the end of the video, because most of you guys don't watch the end. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys have a good day. Thank you, man. Much love.